Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. It's been a couple days since my last episode. I've been busy. Lots of real life stuff going on that have been preventing me from recording new episodes as much as I would normally like to do. But we'll try to keep it coming. A few minor changes here. I started to put landfill and a requester chest over here so I can keep this cargo wagon topped off with landfill. I also put a few requester chests over here, and my plan was to use that to load this train up with rail components, but then I remembered that I also need this wagon for the bots to bring back wood and rocks and stuff like that. So I think if I'm going to do that, I'll probably need to reserve a few rows for those items specifically. Either that, or I'll need to read the train contents and then use smart inserters to only insert the things that are below a specific threshold. So that might be the best way to do it, rather than trying to filter every single thing in there. And I'll just leave like 4 rows empty to pick up rocks and coal and stuff when I'm clearing new areas. But that's not real urgent right now. At this point, it's easy enough for me just to go grab what I need and throw it in there. And now I actually have quite a lot of stuff because I've been going around and picking up the old junctions and replacing those with my new roundabout style junctions. And I've got that all done. At least I think I have. Yeah, they're all replaced, which is great. I do need to plop a radar down up there. Let's go do that. See if I've got one. Yeah, I think I had picked it up and forgot to replace it. So we'll just head up to that corner. I'll throw in a radar. I haven't put down the robot hubs everywhere yet, but I do have these 6 junctions all have, or 7 junctions rather, all have the robot hubs. And I need to remove this one. No, I should keep that one there because that's getting me coverage over to here. Maybe I should place one over here someplace. Yeah. And unfortunately, the construction range of these robot hubs don't reach the next junction, which means that I won't be able to automatically put down new grid squares using bots unless I extend the coverage a little bit farther so that the next robot hub can get placed down. And that's unfortunate. If you look at the regular Roboport, the construction area is more than twice the size of the supply area. So you can So if I were to have a Roboport here, and let's say I wanted to put another one at the maximum distance, right, which would be right here, that Roboport would be covered under the construction area. As you can see, it'll be covered under the construction area of the previous one. So you could have a long chain of Roboports, and as long as the first one gets placed down, the bots will be able to progressively put down all the rest of them automatically. But in this case, the drone hub doesn't extend that far. In this case, the construction area is only, well, it would need to be 400 by 400 in order for that to work, right? But it's only 300 by 300, so it doesn't quite reach. And that's too bad. I think maybe I'll contact Krastor and ask him if he would consider making a change there. because if that were the case, then I could make a blueprint of an entire grid section, including these roboports, and I could just start pasting them all over from map view, and the bots would be able to build it in their own sweet time. So, all right. So let's throw down the radar. I'll put it up there, top corner. That'll get me the farthest coverage I can have. And then let's go down here. So I'm going to pick up this robot hub and put it over here someplace. Hopefully I'll have enough room to put it in the center. I could always, maybe I can replace this junction with like half of a roundabout. Oh, no, I know what I can do. I can put in the whole roundabout and just remove the top portion of it. All right, so let's pick that up. And then we replace it with a roundabout. And then we remove all of this part. What happened there? Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to take off that. Let's get that thing. Okay, great. And then that leaves the perfect amount of space to put my drone hub, and then I can remove this one that I have down here in the middle. It doesn't look like there are any bots inside of it. Yeah, so I can just pick it up. Okay. Let's see. And then the other thing I can do is I can start clearing things out. Just taking advantage of the bots that I've already got. Okay, and then I'll let my my 12 construction bots very slowly take care of that. Let's put some more, I think we should put some more construction bots in the network as well. Okay, so yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the roundabout setup. So thanks to those of you who have recommended it to me. I should have listened to you a long time ago. Of course, we'll see how it goes once we get some serious traffic happening. Okay, so I'm going to switch this recipe over to construction bots. And let's shoot for, I don't know, let's 500? Yeah, why not? Let's go for 500 construction bots in our network, because this is going to grow to be a big network. I'm planning to use one huge contiguous bot network for the entire base. In my previous bases, I usually keep them segregated just to prevent really long robot flight times. But I'm gonna try it this way this time. It might turn out to be a problem, but if that's the case, we can always break it up later. But for now, I'm just gonna keep tossing bots in here, and we'll see what happens. Okay, let's auto trash stone. Let's auto trash coal. Let's auto trash wood. Set those to 0. We don't need to deal with those anymore. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, Oh, I replaced all of my little storage chests with 2 big storage warehouses. I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I did since the last episode. I mean, that's pretty much it. The main thing I was working on is just replacing all the junctions with roundabouts. I don't think I've really done anything else too noteworthy. Okay, so now that we've got that done, I think what I would like to do next is start doing production of these other 2 science packs, the production and utility science packs. I guess, I was thinking before that I would just build up my infrastructure and then start making them using the train-based network, but it seems like the starter base that I have, it seems like I have more capacity to make more science packs. And we've done all the research that we can with what we've got right now. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to set up production of those other science packs. And if we get to the point where, we need more plates or something, then at that point I will set up the external smelting that we had intended to do some time ago. I'll start getting that set up, and then we can bring in additional plates over here to feed this part of the base, or we can bring them up here or something. So that's the plan for now. I've got assemblers, I've got inserters and stuff. I feel like I'm missing something, but I can't think what it is. Maybe I'm not. Okay. So let's go up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend the bus into the next section. And we'll build up here. Okay, so I'm going to remove these stations. Okay, and this, most of this grid section is covered. Okay, and then we'll start getting rid of these trees. I like to use my filtered deconstruction planner for trees and rocks, just to be safe. Get rid of all the trees and rocks, at least in the part that we can reach. I suppose I can go up here and add more robot coverage to the rest of it. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Whoops, see, that's why I like to use the filtered one, because I often make mistakes like that. Okay. All right, so let's throw down a drone hub there. And that way this whole section will be covered by the bot network, so we can use it at our leisure. And then we'll throw another hub over here. There we go. Come on, bots, get in there. Okay, great. I should just turn this off. Okay, we'll let the local bots deal with all this. And we can see they're starting to clear it out little by little. And these are the logistics bots coming to get my junk. Okay, how many construction bots do I have now? We're up to 25. Awesome. Okay. I'll let the bots deal with it. Okay, so let's jump over. Do I want to do it like that? Yep. Looks like that's the most efficient way. Oops. So I know I'm going to need at least copper and iron. So we'll get those put in place. Yeah, that works out. Okay, so gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 2, gap of 2. Okay. Yeah, and then here we'll have to move the signals a bit. And we're missing one down here. Okay. And then here we'll have to do a couple more jumps to get around that power pole. There we go. So that way we can get everything across to the other side. So there's my iron and copper. That's my, whatever that is, silicon, I think. The iron. Here's the glass. What do I have here? Anything? Quartz? I don't know if I'm even going to need quartz. Let's see. Well, let's use the planner. Okay, I've started to do that already. All right. Output, I want 45 per minute. That didn't seem to have worked. 45 per minute. What am I doing wrong here? There we go. Okay. 45 per minute. And then I also want yellow science. And that should be 45 a minute as well. Or maybe I should do these separately. Yeah, let's do them separately. We'll do the purple one first. Okay, so that's going to take gold plate, plastic, which we already have on the bus actually. So we just need to run those belts up there. And then we'll need to make electric furnaces, steel, red circuits, and stone. I've already got those on the bus. And then we'll need to make prod modules, which looks like it's going to require some additional steps. ICs, I'm already making module cases. I think I'm not. Okay, and there's the ingredients for module cases. So I think that's all I'm going to need to get this happening. Okay. And I think I'm going to output the science packs into the logistics network and let bots carry it to where they need to go, which would be the labs, of course. Okay. So all these ingredients, well, except for the module cases, but yeah, all the ingredients I think I already have on the bus. So we should be able to just extend the bus up there, and then it'll be pretty simple to get the production happening. Okay. So let's do this in an easier way. Just click and drag. There we go. Okay. I'm not going to wait for the local bots to do this because I think they're all going to be tied up cutting down trees and picking up rocks. So we'll help it along there. Okay, that's good. And then we'll make this even a little bit easier. All right, what else do I have down there? There's nothing else. There's nothing else here. Okay, so let's, I guess I can actually get rid of this for now. Since those belts are not being used. Here's my gold and plastic, so we do need both of those. And we're going to need those printed circuit boards. So let's get that up there. Glass, I've got plastic, PCBs. Okay, ICs. Oh, and steel. Where's my steel plate? I don't remember if I ever put that on the bus. Oh, yes, I did. Okay, great. So that'll be this one. Okay. And there's steel plate. Whoops. No, we do want that. Pick that up. Okay. There we go. Okay, this will still feed from the left side of the belt, even though that underground belt hood thingy is there. Okay, we need to get integrated circuits. Now, I know I'm making those around here somewhere. These are they, I think. Yep, integrated circuits. Okay, so let's run that up from there. And here we're going to need a red splitter. How many of those ICs do I need every minute? Does this seriously need 270 steel plates a minute? 450 a minute. That's a lot. So maybe I should make those up there. Let's see. Control N. Max rate calculator. That's giving me, oh, that's giving me 1350 per minute. 0.75 belts. Okay, so maybe I can bus it. Although it's probably not a good idea to put that on the bus because of its relative lack of compactness. I mean, it's pretty easy to make locally, right? I'll just make those, I'll make those where I need them. So let's add a block for that too, including the silicon wafers. Okay, that's plastic. I feel like I'm not going to have enough plastic to keep this running by itself with my single yellow belt of plastic feeding the whole factory. It's probably not going to cut it, but we'll see. Okay, so let's line it up. That's where we'll put our first factory over here on this side. And I'm going to copy that belt pattern and use that to robotically extend the bus a bit. And then I think we can remove these since those are not being used. Wonderful. Love bots. Where are they going? Oh, those are logistics bots. Okay. I guess I'll pick this up myself. There we go. It's bothering me. Okay. So let's look at what the biggest production areas are going to be. All right, so the ICs, red circuits, and the module cases, those all go into making the productivity modules. So why don't we set up that portion of it first? Let's start with the ICs, since that is going to be the most challenging, I think. So for that, we're going to need 6 machines making silicon wafers. That's 150 a minute, which is about 2 point something per second, right? So that can go on half a yellow belt. And that takes only silicon, so that's very easy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there we go. Let's see, 450 copper cables per minute. I'm going to use my calculator. 450 divided by 60 is 7.5. That will also just perfectly fill the other half of the yellow belt. Okay, so we can have one yellow belt making copper cables and the other side of the yellow belt making these silicon wafers. We get 3 every 5 seconds. So we can easily handle that with yellow inserters. Over here, we're going to need blues. What am I going to get out of here? Okay, let's close that. Fast inserters. Yeah, 1 inserter on the output will be enough. And actually, I'm going to space. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it like that. I'll space them out a little bit just so they don't get in each other's way. Okay, so this needs what? Quartz, silicon. Okay, so that one is silicon. Okay, that's easy enough. And then up here, of course, takes copper. Boom. All right, so throw in a light. First part's done. We'll use the big power poles because they can power everything. Okay, so we got the first part of it. All right, and as I get these built, I'll just remove it so that I don't confuse myself. Oh, FNEI is working again, by the way. It had broken before, but it's been updated, so you can use it again now. All right, so that needs to go... That needs to go to the IC production along with plastic. And we're going to need 10 of those machines. Okay, so let's go up here. There we go. Integrated circuits. Actually, I'm going to move those up one more tile, 2 more tiles, so that I can get my plastic in there. And then I'm going to do my double red inserters, which I know you guys are all huge fans of. Okay, let's get some more belt. And this needs to be plastic. All right, how are my bots doing? Got 34 construction bots now. We'll have 500 in no time at this rate. Okay. All right. And what do I need on outputs here? Basic inserters. Yeah, 1 basic inserter on the output will be fast enough for these guys. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that is going to be 450. Yeah, which is half of a yellow belt. So I'm not going to load the whole belt. I'll let it go into half. And the other half of the belt, I will put module cases onto. So for the module cases, I need 15 machines. So there's 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is a new part for me. I haven't done this one before. Module cases. I don't see them. Where are my module cases at? Module case. Am I missing it? There it is. Where was that? Ah, there it is with the other modules. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so we'll extend this belt. There we go. So we can keep things lined up nice and neat. All right, let's get some power up here. I love these big power poles. There. And I'll put a light next to each one. Okay. So now we get that going. All right, so the module cases, these are all half belt items. Copper, glass, plastic, and PCBs. Okay, so 1, 2. So we'll have a double row. And half of each on these belts. Let's make some room there. All right, so there's the copper. And let's put glass there, I suppose, since that's the closest one. All right, there's copper and glass. And then we need plastic and PCBs jumping across here. And they are conveniently right next to one another. Okay, so let me see if I remember how to do this. And that, my friends, is how a pro works. Just kidding. I've done that lots of times. Okay. Oh, my power pole's not going to reach. That's a bummer. Yep, that's too bad. All right, well, we'll just have to inefficiently use more power poles. Okay, and now we have module cases, and we have integrated circuits. So let's go ahead and remove those. Now we need to make productivity modules and furnaces, and then we can finally get to the science packs. All right, yeah, well, let's do the productivity modules first, since those are using all the items that we're presently making. Okay, so we're going to need, again, we're going to need 2 belts. 1, 2, and 15 machines making those modules. And then the good news is that we will be mass producing productivity modules, which will help us a lot to make other stuff. Whoops. Yeah, let's fill out the whole thing here. Okay. And then we'll do this the smart way, and we'll just Copy, copy, copy. Okay. So up here, ICs, red circuits, and module cases. All right, so I've got the ICs and the module cases here already. Whoops. So there's those. Oh, I didn't copy these power poles properly. There we go. Okay, and then on this belt, I only need red circuits. Okay, so we'll have to do it like this. And that should give me the productivity modules. Awesome. Okay. Furnaces. That should be easy enough. 8 of those. And those are going to need steel, stone brick, and red circuits. 1, 2. Okay. And I have a feeling that I'm not making enough steel for that to work. So maybe that additional smelting that I mentioned earlier is going to have to happen sooner rather than later. Excuse me while I sip my coffee. Every once in a while I get somebody in the comments complaining about about the noises that they hear from my mouth while I'm sipping or swallowing my coffee. So if I'm still bothering you, I apologize. But what I do is I take a gulp and then I try to move away from the microphone while I swallow it. I know I don't always eliminate the noise completely, but I've taken it about as far as I'm as I'm willing to inconvenience myself for that. So, so appreciate your understanding. I am a coffee lover. It's one of my few vices, and I'm not willing to give that up. Okay. Yeah, so steel, red circuits, and stone brick. It doesn't seem to matter what order they're in, so we might as well just start with the stone brick. And then this can be the steel and red circuits on a combined belt. Right, so we'll do that. No, let's move that down one more. We'll come in there with the steel, like that. Yeah. All right. steel can go in like that. There we go. When I'm coming from the opposite side, I like to just do this rather than cut through 3 more lanes. Where did I learn this from? I think I got this from Negative Root. Negative Root was I don't know if he's still making videos, to be honest, but he was one of the first guys that was making pretty good Factorio tutorials. That's how. So I first learned the game from a guy called Negative Root. But I found that in his tutorials, he still would on occasion leave out some steps. And because there weren't a lot of other good ones back in those days when I was first learning the game, it was my inability to find really well explained and completely comprehensive walkthroughs that led me to start making my own videos. Because I had some time. I was between jobs at the time and was looking for something to do with the extra time that I had every day. And I said, well, instead of me just complaining that I can't find the type of videos that I want, maybe I should just make my own videos. And that's what I did. Okay. So now we can start making the actual science packs. And these are going to be the purple variety. And I am going to output those into provider chests. And I shall limit those. And I'll limit those to, I don't know, 40. I don't necessarily want to stockpile these things. So that'll be 10 in each one of those chests. I always get questions why I use 2 rows of red inserters instead of just 2 red inserters and 2 yellow inserters like that. I get that question a lot. So in case you're wondering, I mean, the answer is it's just stylistically, this pleases me more. I kind of like the aesthetics of it. It's also very quick to assemble. So that's the only reason I do that. There's no other reason. It does take more space. It takes 1 extra tile because instead of 2 belts like that, you have to put them out 1 more tile. But I'm fine with that. But I mean, look how nice and look how beautiful that looks with all the inserters lined up. I mean, I like the way it looks, and it functions just as well. So sometimes, like if I need more speed, I might like if I have to use blue inserters, I might do that. But in a case like that, I could also just put more red ones, you know. So it's just a style choice. There's no really hard, there's no design related reason that's causing me to want to do that. It's just for aesthetics mostly. Okay, so there's those 2 components, and then I need gold and plastic. Which I have down here. Okay, so once again, we'll do this sort of a thing. All right, gold, plastic. Then that jumps up. There we go. And that should be all that we need. Yay. Okay. Now we have purple science packs. So what research can we do now that we've got those? We can do Logistics 3. That's going to be great to get done because that's going to unlock some more inserter options. We can do Coverx enrichment. I think I'll do that afterwards. Ooh. Hold the phone. Let's do robot cargo size because that's going to help immediately. And it's going to help a lot. Let's do that one first. Let's do Coverx enrichment immediately afterwards so that we can get that process started. And then after that, we can do Logistics 3. And then we'll be able to do these other two inserters that get unlocked, even though they don't actually need the science pack. Capacity bonus, I'm not too concerned about right now. Lab research speed, I don't think I really need that. I can always add more labs. Okay, so that'll be a good start. So we'll queue it up that way, and then we'll see which of my production lines are going to get starved first. What was I after here? I was going to come down here and do something else next. Here's something neat that we can do that I didn't think of before. Just use a loader. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. All right. So we should merge in there. It looks like it's coming out. Yeah, it's going the right way. There. That's a bit more elegant. And we can make it even more so by putting this one here. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I need to put requester chests down here so I can get those science packs down to where they're needed. And that would be down here. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll put another set of these red ones. Yeah, that should work. Okay. All right, so this one will request purple, and that one will request yellow. And I'm doing it like this because, you know, and those could be loaders too. I guess it doesn't matter. It's not going to need to be that fast. I'm doing this so that I can... No, that doesn't make sense. Let's just do chests everywhere. Whoops. All right, so we'll request purple and yellow, and I'll set these to 10. Oops. No, I should leave it like that. I would prefer that they get priority here to that chest, since that'll feed some of these other labs. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'll take these back and I'll almost evenly distribute those. Okay. Let's shift C to get rid of some of this other junk. Okay, well, I think I'm just kind of killing time right now. So thank you very much for watching. I'll be back with another episode hopefully tomorrow. I think I'll have some time to do at least another one. Like I said, I've been kind of busy with stuff lately, and I'm sorry I haven't had time to publish more frequently. But you know, I've had to shift some priorities around, and unfortunately, my Let's Play videos had to move down in priority so that I could move other things up. But I'll keep doing it, so stick around and we'll get to it eventually. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.